One of the real beauties of the MLB postseason is that it can help bring guys who aren't necessarily the most well-known into the spotlight for a short time, including some players who might come across a bit bizarre to your average baseball fan. This, to me, perfectly encapsulates lefty Tim Hill, a reliever who's become integral to the Yankees' World Series chase despite wielding one of the weirdest windups in baseball, and certainly the weirdest windup still going at this point in the season. Coming from the lowest arm slot in MLB from a left-handed pitcher, Hill has managed to pitch in the second most amount of games in the postseason so far from New York, with 7 total contests, and in that time, among their pitching staff who've thrown at least 5 innings, his 1.5 ERA ranks second only to pitcher Tommy Kahnle. But if you had told pretty much anybody who even knew of Tim Hill this at the midway point of the 2024 season, they would have probably looked at you like you had 3 eyes. At that point, he was a struggling reliever with the White Sox who had posted a near 6 ERA through 27 games, before being cut by the worst team in baseball completely in mid-June. It was at this point he caught on with the Yankees and proceeded to access another gear entirely, as from when he made his debut in the 20th of that month, he would post a 2.05 ERA through 44 innings pitched, netting him the best mark on the entire team for anybody who managed to pitch in over 30 games. That's right, better than Luke Weaver, Jake Cousins, or the aforementioned Kahnle. He did all of that while registering just 18 strikeouts through those same 44 innings, garnering a ton of weak contact versus trying to pursue swings and misses, a fundamentally different approach than the vast majority of modern relievers employ. The penultimate point of his season so far was in the ALCS versus Cleveland, when he managed to pitch in every single game of the series, while giving up just 1 run through 5 total innings, consistently keeping the Guardians' offense off balance like he's managed to do throughout his entire tenure in the pinstripe so far. So yeah, I wanted to highlight a guy who probably doesn't get talked about enough, while also making a bit of an excuse for myself to put together what is, at least to me, a very aesthetically pleasing looking B-roll full of his funky windup that just seems to scratch a certain itch in the back of my brain somewhere. Nevertheless, I wish him the best of luck in the upcoming World Series versus the Dodgers.